Hi there, this is going to be a general love reading for the sign of Leo. Hello Leos, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, as well as a cross watcher of the Leo. And actually these are your August readings. Yep, they are. All right, Leos, this is your season. Leos are the stars, right? They're always performing. It's that kind of an energy. Now, not all Leos are extremely the star and kind of extroverted like that, right? Depends on the moon sign. Let's say this somebody has like a Scorpio moon. They would definitely not be like that. But typically, and this is just from an astrological standpoint, Leos are the performers of the zodiac. So even if they're quiet, they always have this thing that they're doing that makes them stand out, or they're very friendly, right? They have a lot of friends, or they're always socializing with people. Or for some, they're very quiet, but then they're just kind of stand out in a way, right? So there's something about this energy. I mean, you do have the sun, that's Leo, bottom of the deck. Being seen is just the bottom line of what I was trying to get at. Being seen. Whether that's being seen because you want to be seen or not. It's the Six of Wands energy of like being on stage, right? You have the Eight of Wands and the Fool. Someone's just going to reach out. I feel like someone it's like a Hail Mary. They throw out a Hail Mary message. I don't know if this is actually them calling you, emailing you, but it's a Hail Mary. And a Hail Mary is when you just throw it out there and you hope the fuck they catch it, right? That's what a Hail Mary is in football. You just chuck the ball out there. You throw it with all your fucking might and you close your eyes and you hope and pray someone catches it. That's this. It's like a Hail Mary. A last minute attempt. An almost impossible kind of a feeling. The Fool energy is about falling into the unknown, and the Fool energy is about being very brave and courageous, right? They're very brave and courageous, this type of an energy with the Fool. And it really does feel like there's almost an energy of, I'm just going to tell them, or I'm just going to say it, or I'm just going to call them, or I'm just going to reach out, or I'm going to talk to them if I see them. King of Coins. It's like they come with something. King of Coins it's practical, right? The coin, the pentacle. It's like a reality thing. It's not just in their mind. They're not just thinking about it. It's not just the idea of it. It's an actual, real, practical thing. They actually call. They send a message. This is like him sending a message. Send a message of love. Lonely. That's what, you know that song? It's a last ditch effort. It's a Hail Mary. Eight of Coins. That's work, money, stability. Maybe they feel like they don't measure up. Maybe somebody here feels like they work really hard but can't necessarily provide. You know what's funny too is in this Tattoo Tarot deck, the Sun card is unusual because it has twins in this card. Where with other cards, they don't, right? This particular Sun card is, it's like yin yang, the twins, a couple. The Seven of Swords. Deceptive. I think the deception is not necessarily malicious, but the deception comes with the fact of secrets. Not revealing the way they feel. There's a deep sense here of deceptiveness. Maybe every time they saw you, they ignored you. And that was the deception, is that inside they really wanted to talk to you, or they were really dying to speak to you, or they felt their heart beat fast and that irritated them and they ignored you, right? I don't know. It's going to be different for each person. But that's the thing is there's some sort of deception, and the deception comes from, I mean, really, it comes from the fact that they're not saying it or revealing it, and they haven't. What is this? The Chariot. Cancer. The Chariot is also some sort of delivery. Chariot is an arrival. Chariot is the message. It's like a message arrives. Someone sends a fucking message in August. And it's funny because I felt that energy recently too. I don't know if it was one of the special love readings or if it was on a live that I did. I can't remember. The King of Cups. Didn't I say that it's that they weren't revealing their feelings? And here's feelings. It's like having to present their feelings to someone. That's what this feels like. I have to present it. I have to reveal it. I have to make it known. There's a teardrop, right, coming from their eye here. You can see that. And I think it's because it's like, and you can see they're not crying and they're not showing any emotion. And again, it's what we talked about, the deception. The deception was not showing and revealing what they feel or felt. They just didn't reveal it. They just didn't. They didn't. They didn't know how. They just didn't know how. Look at the Five of Cups. It's always been something they thought about. Regret. It's like a card of, it's like you're like a pain in their fucking side, a pain in their neck. Like, everything's fine, but this, you know, that kind of a feeling. It's like their life is fucking perfect. And then they think of you and their heart beats fast and they get emotional and they have a lump in their throat or a tear wells up in their eye and they start to feel some kind of fucking way. And it's upsetting. It's upsetting for them. It's like you also have given them some sort of anxiety, or there's worry here with that Nine of Swords. And I think the worry comes from the fact of they've been able to play it off all this time, right? The performer, you know, they can play it off. They can lie. That's a deception. The deception is not maliciousness and evil and any kind of ill intent. It's the facade and pretending they're wearing a mask. It's a performer. It's what Leos do, right? They perform. They're on stage, right? That's that part of the zodiac. That's why in Leo season, everybody's the star, right? You're all being seen. You're all being recognized. Everybody feels good about themselves. You know, that kind of a feeling. This is that thing about, like, for them, their performance was pretending they didn't feel anything. And I mean, how far is that going to get you? Honestly, right? Honestly, how far is that going to get you? To just keep lying to your fucking self. And to this other person. And it's not necessarily lying per se, it's omitting the truth. The Three of Cups. I feel like that is very indicative of someone else. Someone here could be with another person. There's no cheating, clearly. So there's no cheating here, but someone could be in a relationship and they feel this energy of, I'm with the wrong one. Or this can be quite symbolic of they've always chosen someone other than the person they feel this way about. Maybe it's because you're not their type and that's just something that was in their head. I don't know. Maybe because they felt in their head it was inappropriate because it was client and the person. You know what I mean? It was like a business thing. Was it friendship? Was it because it was like you're the brother's friend or something, right? Six of Cups. I mean, that is literally past life. So look at the cross. It's a fucking Hail Mary. It's a Hail... I mean, they have no other choice. Nine of Swords ended up on the bottom of the deck again, even after shuffling. It's anxiety and worry. I feel like the Six of Cups can also be childhood too, right? Like knowing them a really long time. Somebody here could be married. Could be what that fear and anxiety comes from as well too. Like, oh God, this is so stressful because, oh my God, what the fuck? It requires all of this stuff if I was to be with this one. And it's like, but I'm with this one and it's safe and it's secure and it's what everybody expects and it's, you know what I'm saying? But it's like somebody's feeling like, but this is not it. That's not the one. It's just not. It's not it. It's not the one. They're feeling this pull towards the one who is the one. Told you there's some kind of a thing about marriage or wedding. Somebody's married. Or there's the possibility of getting married. So you can just feel, I mean, you could just feel the wedding vibes. Told you, it's what I do. I can just read the fucking energy. The cards are only going to, you know, confirm what I feel energetically. Something about a commitment, wedding, marriage. I feel though somebody was or is. That Three of Cups felt like that. It felt like there's one extra person here and the one that they're with is not the one. Someone thought they had it all. And then when reality hit, they don't want the same things that their partner wants. You know what I mean? It's just not. They're different. It's one thing to be madly in love in the beginning of any relationship. It's the honeymoon phase. But we get married, or I've never been married, but you know, people get married, you get into a relationship, you move in together. You have kids, there's bills and real life situations. And you get to see how someone is in their regular everyday life. And sometimes it's like you realize that's not my person. I don't like the way they speak to me, or I don't like the way they act under stress, or I don't like that they're stretching us too thin financially, or that they're making me feel inadequate, or I don't like the fact that this, or they don't like that, or there's no spark, there's no magic. Like a million different things, right? Someone here's lonely. Soulmate. Oh, it's like there's, you see how it's empty, those two chairs? It's kind of like, because the pair hasn't been matched up yet. You guys are not together. They're just not. Decision. Someone has a very big decision to make. Somebody feels lonely inside, even if they're surrounded by a lot of fucking people. And that's the worst thing that can happen. I remember being in a relationship, laying in a bed next to somebody, feeling so fucking lonely inside. And then now that I am single and I don't sleep with anyone every night, right? I feel so happy and content and fulfilled. And I don't feel lonely at all. I just feel so happy and fulfilled. And honestly, it's like, that's how they feel. They feel like there's something missing. There's something missing. And you end up being the missing piece. That they kind of just didn't know that that's what it was. But then now when they look at everything and they go, is that why every time I saw them, I would feel some type of way about it? Was there signs before and little inklings that this was my person all along? And it's like, yeah, I think like looking back in retrospect, for some of you that resonates for, where you've known them a minute, I think that there will be signs where they're going to go, wow, fuck, the universe was telling me all along. But not even just the universe, their own body, their own soul, right, was like screaming at them. Their heart would beat out of their chest, or they'd feel some kind of agitation or whatever, and they didn't know why. And it was like the soul trying to get the muggle to recognize that's the one. All right, let's get into this extended. The only place that you can rent it is on my website. So below this video, click more, and it's going to bring up all the info you need. First link to my website, saltwaterhillstarot.com, and it's going to be in the August extended section, okay, because this is an astrological zodiac sign reading, so those extendeds are only on my website. Now you'll notice below that is a Patreon link, and that is where you go to watch all of the extendeds for the special love readings for the general collectives on YouTube. That is also where you will watch all of the bonus the bonus timeless readings for the erotic readings and the non-erotic. I have them broken up. If you go on Patreon and you're ever confused, right, they're hashtags, so you'll see extended. Anything with extended means that there is a first video up on YouTube. Anything that does not have the word extended or part 2 on it, it's its own reading, okay? So that's just a little helpful hint. Anyways, thank you for all of your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions here on YouTube. I will see you guys in the extended. Love you.